Hey everybody, I'm Meredith Molinari. I'm here with Mark Barley and Steve Spahn, and we're here to talk to you about AbleGamers. So for those of us out here that maybe missed the panel last year at PSX or aren't familiar with your charity, tell us a little bit about AbleGamers.
So AbleGamers is a charity that really works to help people with disabilities with social isolation using video games. So, you know, video games allow people to just be anywhere and do anything. And for a lot of people with disabilities, like making friends and going out and doing things is kind of a little bit more difficult.
Yeah. So if you're somebody who has a mind that's willing but a body that isn't able, then video games can really bridge the gap between where you'd like to be and where you are. And our charity helps people be able to fill in the gap when their bodies won't quite make that jump to video games. We have a technology that can probably help out.
Now, what are some of the different types of game accessibility? Because I know it's a really wide-ranging topic.
Well, I mean, game accessibility is overcoming a physical disability, a visual, a visual disability, like something wrong with like color blindness, a hearing problem, and sometimes just a cognitive disability. You know, just needing some extra time to do something or to plan your next move.
Yeah, I think one of the hardest parts about accessibility in general is that there are such a wide swath of disabilities out there, and that there is no one turn button solution that can solve everybody's problems. All we can really do is make games as accessible as they can be to the largest audience that we can, and there's a lot of avenues to do that.
So Steve, maybe you can speak to this a little bit better. In the wide range of audience of people that you've been able to speak with, what are some of the most sought after gaming accessibility features that they really want to see in games?
Well, when you're talking about accessible features, you're talking about comforts as well as accessibility. So we're talking about remappable keys. Who doesn't want that? And the ability to change the configurations on your PlayStation controller, and the ability to change the screen size, the ability to change the font size, the colors. Like, all these are pretty basic things. And you know, as far as what we do, you know, the questions that Mark and I get the most are usually for one-handed devices, or for people who have a profound disability, who really need some technological help to be able to make that bridge.
Why do you think gaming accessibility is so important overall, and just for all gamers in general to really be concerned with?
Well, I mean, gaming is a $64 billion a year industry, and people are really choosing to spend real quality time with their friends and family in games. I log onto a game, and the first thing I'm looking at is to see if Steve's playing that game. If Steve's not playing that game, I'm either figuring out what he's playing and going to that game, or I'm looking for another friend. Rarely do I go in to play the game. I go in to play the game with friends.
Yeah, I mean, you know, our charity is all about helping people with technology be able to get into games, but it's not really about the games. It's really about the people. You know, any study you ever go read will always tell you that people stay in games because of the community. So, you know, our charity is all about making sure that these people can get into communities, can connect with their friends, their loved ones, be social, and get out there and have some fun with other people.
Okay, so Mark, what do you think developers need most when they go into attacking gaming accessibility in their games?
Well, they need to have buy-in from management, because accessibility is really easy to add to a game if you think about accessibility from the very beginning. If it's something that you come into late in the project, it becomes really expensive and you start making some real compromises. So, you know, if management and your creative directors and all of the people that are really kind of pushing gaming forward say accessibility is important to us, then you're going to make accessible games. If it's something like 2 weeks before release, you're going to have a lot of problems.
Now, I know you guys have had a chance to collaborate with some developers over time. If you could collaborate with any developer or on any game, what would you choose?
So I would really like to collaborate with Ubisoft on Assassin's Creed. I know so many gamers with disabilities who love that whole world that they create, but have a really hard time sometimes enjoying the content.
All right, what about you, Steve? Any game or any developer, which one would you choose?
Yeah, you know, I've always been a big fan of Deep Silver. I think that the games they make are pretty amazing, and we have a lot of requests for those kind of style of games to play, and I think there's a couple of things that we could do to help them be a little bit more accessible, and I hope someday that they'll work with us on that.
Great. All right, well, for all the gamers out there that want to get involved with your charity, where can they go to find out more information?
So you can hit us up on our website, which is ablegamers.org. You can find us on Twitter at AbleGamers.
Yep, we're going to go to charity.pizza.
That's actually charity.pizza.
Yeah, charity.pizza, yes.
Is a website.
That is a brilliant name.
Yes. We have good marketers.
Charity and pizza, who doesn't love that?
Right.
Right.
Well, guys, thank you so much for sitting down with me. It's a really important topic, and I appreciate you guys coming out again, another PSX, to get more information out about AbleGamers. So, guys, check out the website and find out how you can get involved yourself.
PlayStation